What's up YouTube? My name is Oak or Alexander, and today I'm going to be showing you how I make these 3D explosion effects in Minecraft. This is going to be a short tutorial and I hope you all get use out of the video, so just stay tuned. Okay, so this build actually has a few steps to it. There's not a lot to it, it's not very complicated, but the more effort you put into the build, obviously the better these 3D explosion effects will look when implemented into your builds. The first thing we need to do is equip this brush here of coal block, and we're going to say with a radius of 2. I've been using 3, but I think 2 is going to work better for the case of this video. So what you want to do is you want to stack up several spheres of coal block, and then you want to protrude from that several arms that kind of arc like so. And the whole purpose of this is to create these rays of like plumage and shrapnel that are exploding away from the epicenter of the explosion. And this can be kind of time consuming, so that's really the hardest part about the build. That's the only thing really that could prevent you from doing this yourself, is if you have time or not. I think anybody with World Edit can pull this off. Okay, and once you get all these arms organically placed around the center column, you're going to move on to the next step, which is to essentially equip this brush here, magma block, with a radius of 1, and you're going to sprinkle these in here on all sides. Okay, and once you feel comfortable with the level of magma blocks placed, you feel like you have a good variation, which looks like this one is coming close to having a good variation of magma blocks and coal blocks, you want to move on to the next step, which would be to create a particle effect around the explosion. And how we're going to do that is we're going to create an assortment of magma blocks and coal blocks that looks like this. going to copy this to your clipboard. You want to copy it from the center mass, like this. And then essentially what we're going to do, after we add a few more magma blocks, is we're going to go up to the edges of the explosion and paste -A willy-nilly, very liberally, around the explosion. And it would actually look a lot better if you were to add some type of point to these arms, sort of like that. But I'm not going to do that throughout the tutorial. I just thought I should mention that step. It does also help to add these particle effects to the edges of the arms in the explosion. And you're just going to paste these all over, all around the explosion. And it actually helps if you rotate your clipboard every now and then to create some variation. Okay, and the last step to this build would be to go to the epicenter of the blast, somewhere in the middle. Make sure you're at the right height, which is about halfway through the explosion, and you're going to make a hollow circle of cobweb that is 45 in radius. One thing I do want to mention about this explosion effect is that it always looks better with shaders, like most things do. If you use shaders at the right time of day, which is in the early morning or the early night, when the sun is either just rising or just setting, you get the perfect time and window to have this explosion look absolutely stunning and perfect in whatever build you put it in. That's pretty much it, but if you want more detail in this, you just have to go around and add more particles like this. It's very simple, guys. All you have to do is spend the time and you will eventually get there. There we go. Well, thanks for watching, and my name is Oak. I'll put some screenshots at the end of the video for you guys to see what this looks like with actual shaders. So yeah, thank you very much, and have a great day.